Even though I enjoyed Genesis Part 1 and Part 2, maybe Part 2 a little bit more, I feel that Impact could have impacted more if both shows were combined together in a possible 3 hour special show. Because with the quality in number 1 and the quality in show number 2, if you had it all together, at least there'll be a mixture of what the fans wanted to see in one show, more impactful. That word impact is being used in such an impactful way. Funny that. But in the opener, we get a week or a build up of the explanation of the investor, which has been revealed next week. At this moment in time, I'm hoping it's not Hulk Hogan's big return back into TNA, because we all know that Hulk Hogan likes to make impactful returns to TNA. Yes, there's these rumours he's going to the WWE, he's going to be at WrestleMania. You know, the amount of stories that are going around that the WWE are going to try and play with our minds, make us believe things that don't happen so they don't spoil the impact of their own show. I feel that Hulk Hogan's more than likely going to come back to TNA unless there's some evidence that Hogan is going to WWE. But if that is going to be Hogan's big return angle, we've seen Hogan's big return multiple times, so I'm not sure how much of an impact that's going to be. We also get the video package of the American Wolves debuting next week. I feel that even though people bash them for them being bland, they're still a tag team. They still had a pretty good video package to hype them up. And I feel that with a name like that, yes, there are people that don't like them, but wrestlers are wrestlers, so they will have somewhat of a fan base behind them. So I guess that might be a way to bring in more fans. Take away ROH fans and bring them to TNA. Good idea. And we also get to know that Sting is not a man if he's dare to be involved with the investor. Because all this, that Sting gets to have someone by his side during the main event. He's going to be impacting the future of TNA. I don't believe that Sting is. I'm hoping that this investor is going to be a surprise to us all. Because the thing is, when wrestling companies have an idea to draw an interest to their company, having it so it's a surprise to everyone adds more interest. But the whole big thing is, Dixie is still unaware on who it is or how this person's getting into the company without going through her first. But at the end of the day, this whole Sting and Magnus storyline, hello phone, is because of the whole paper champion thing. You're a paper champion, you lost the respect of the crowd. That might be the case, but the match I'll get to in the main event. Next is a match that I cannot stand or really agree with in wrestling companies. Something on a pole match, which was being used between Gunner and Storm. If you're trying to make Gunner a serious champion or a serious wrestler in your company, the more one-on-one fights in different stipulations like a cage match, a hardcore match, a last man standing match, stuff like that that shows their wrestling ability, not their agility to get up to the top turnbuckle to grab a briefcase. But this match, they tried to add tension by the end. The briefcase drops and they're both crawling over to it, biting the other one off. They gave Gunner the win. I don't feel this match really helped Gunner, mainly because of it being over trying to grab a briefcase instead of the wrestling ability. But Gunner beats James Storm. Then we get to the X Division Championship match, which gets passed back over to Austin Aries. I don't think this match even helped the X Division Championship importance. I don't. Yes, you had Velvet Sky, in a way, screw Chris Sabin to probably move into a relationship or a managing relationship with Austin Aries. But I just don't feel this match helped the X Division future, shall we say. But the match itself, though, quite entertaining, because we know Austin Aries has the ability to put on great matches. Chris Sabin worked well with Austin Aries, but now it's moving away from Velvet Sky. I still don't know much about Velvet Sky's future in TNA. Is she going to be just in a relationship? Is that her career for now? But there we go, we've got a new X Division champion. A match of the night by far, Kurt Angle defeating Bobby Roode in the steel cage. This match was brilliant, great spots, great attraction, great story. It was all about Kurt Angle putting his Hall of Fame ship on the line and Bobby Roode proving that he's better than Kurt Angle. And I would believe that Bobby Roode's better than Kurt Angle. Maybe this is TNA's botch or Kurt Angle's botch, but every time Bobby Roode managed to make his way outside of the cage, Kurt Angle's slowness, or Roode's slowness to get out the ring, was horrible. The match quality, superb. The escapes, too slow. It was horrible to see. Spot of the night, when Kurt Angle went top of the cage and did his famous moonsault, only for Bobby Roode to move. But it ends with both men escaping, Kurt Angle climbing, Bobby Roode crawling. Great match of the night, just a few slip-ups. And then we... oh, fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. TNA, screw you, yeah? You know, Kurt Angle cut this awesome promo after his match, and I was struggling to take it into my head, because all I heard was hashtag bromance for the future of TNA, hashtag best X Division champion ever. Oh, what the fuck? So I'm swearing now because that was freaking ridiculous. No, I want to take them seriously, but whenever they come onto the screen, I'm just like, shoot me, please. One day I'm going to go freaking crazy over this. It's stupid. No, I'm not going to stop talking. No, people. Bromans just go on and on and on. Bro, and it. No, no. They may entertain some of you, but bro this, bro that. Shut the fuck up, please. It's getting really, really annoying. It makes me pull out my hair. Well, what hair I've got left. And no. The craziness is starting to kick in. No. Bromans, get the frick off TV. And then we get this random Abyss return. The Abyss storyline character, I don't know where it's gone. First says Joseph Parks, no, my brother's not around. My brother, no, I am not my brother. No, just wrap up that storyline. If you're going to use that every 3 weeks, every month, once a month, or whatever your idea for that is, it's going to get dragged out and boring. So if there is a plan for this Abyss Joseph Parks storyline, wrap it up. Hashtag wrap it up. Because I like the Monster Abyss. I like it. He almost chokeslammed Eric Young. Brilliant. Loved it. But all these random appearances, random disappearances, it's not helping the storyline or the interest. Okay. EC3. I felt he is a good encourager, because when he was backstage talking to Rockstar Spud, the way he spoke, where's the line? Bring the line out. Show me your raw. You can do this. You're the British dream. British dream, I love it. Not the American dream, the British dream. And his encouragement to get the best out of Rockstar Spud was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. I'm not going to lie. His encouragement, if he spoke to me like that, I'd be like, I love you, man. brilliant. It's just a shame that it didn't help the match because he gets into the ring and it just didn't help because Samoa Joe thrashed him, crushed him, and that was Rockstar Spud finished. And then all these tweets about pray for him, yada yada yada, he's okay, yada yada yada. It was gonna happen, it's obvious, but just been up to the main event, I feel they're really gonna be bringing Samoa Joe back onto TV, and now the main event Mafia's dead, and maybe build up a Samoa Joe versus Magnus for the World Heavyweight Championship feud. Yes, they feuded before, but this is going to be bigger, better, and badder. Bigger, better, and badder. Yes, BBB. I encourage TNA to continue building up our interest for that feud. Samoa Joe versus Magnus for the World Championship at possible lockdown. Brilliant. Go for it. I think it's going to be good. And before I move away from Rockstar Spud, we get this Dixie Carter bringing up that Rockstar Spud was the winner of boot camp. And he went, yeah, but I beat 2 girls. Yeah, that was just that line made me laugh. I beat 2 girls. Talk about the 2 girls that he beat. Wouldn't they be good in TNA? Come on, TNA, get your fingers out your arse and stop looking at the main event scene and look at the knockout scene, please. Main event time. Magnus defeating Sting. My first tweet going into this match was, I wonder how much of a god TNA are going to make Sting look in this match. Because, yes, he's a top player. He's a big name. He's a superstar. He's a legend. That does not mean a old man can go into the ring against someone much younger than him and just throw him around like a rag doll, beat him in matches, lock in a submission move unstrengthily, and look good doing it. No. I will say this, Sting is probably one of the best to put someone over because of who he is, but I was hoping for Magnus to show how much of a fighting champion he is. I got that in some parts of the match. The match was alright when Magnus looked strong, but then didn't it get a bit overbooked? You had EC3 coming down, Samoa Joe guarding the ramp, Bromans, a Kaz and Daniel appearance. What the hell are they doing? Kurt Angle, Bobby Roode, and Earl Hebner to give Magnus the win. And Sting's contract's ripped up. So people, my question for you in this overbooked match and the obvious result is, when you think Sting's going to make a return? Because you know Sting does love big Impact return. Because we're all thinking that, oh, they're all going to go to WWE now. Give us a big pay-per-view in WWE. But maybe TNA are going to screw with you. Maybe Sting's going to come back. Maybe Hogan's going to come back. AJ Styles will eventually come back. I just don't think this is the end of any of these big names.